Robbert Hanssen, the FBI's most notorious double agent. Welcome back to the World Observer YouTube channel. Today, we dive into the shocking story of Robbert Hanssen, a man who betrayed his country for over 2 decades. This tale is one of greed, espionage, and the ultimate betrayal, exposing how one of the FBI's own agents became one of the most damaging spies in U.S. history. Born on April 18, 1944, Robbert Philip Hanssen grew up in Chicago, Illinois. The son of a police officer, Hanssen's early life was shaped by discipline and structure. However, behind this strict upbringing lay the seeds of a man who would later commit unimaginable acts of treason. Hanssen began his career in law enforcement after earning a degree in chemistry and later an MBA. In 1976, he joined the FBI, specializing in counterintelligence. By all accounts, he was a devout Catholic, a family man, and an upstanding FBI agent. But beneath the surface, Hanssen harbored a dangerous ambition. With access to some of the nation's most sensitive information, Hanssen's position made him invaluable. Unfortunately, it also made him a prime candidate for espionage. In 1979, just 3 years into his FBI career, Hanssen made his first move. He contacted the Soviet GRU, the military intelligence agency, offering to sell classified information. For $20,000, Hanssen handed over a treasure trove of secrets, including details about American double agents working in the USSR. Hanssen's methods were meticulous. Using dead drops, coded messages, and encrypted communications, he avoided detection for years. Despite the high stakes, Hanssen's double life continued uninterrupted. Hanssen's betrayal had devastating consequences. His actions led to the deaths of at least 3 Soviet double agents working for the U.S. government. Their executions were a direct result of the information Hanssen provided to the Soviets. Hanssen also leaked critical details about America's nuclear war strategies, surveillance techniques, and even the existence of a secret FBI tunnel built to spy on the Soviet embassy in Washington, D.C. The extent of the damage remains classified, but experts agree it was catastrophic. So, why did he do it? Unlike many spies, Hanssen wasn't driven by ideology. He wasn't a communist sympathizer or a disgruntled employee. Instead, his motives were a complex mix of greed, ego, and a desire for power. Over the years, Hanssen received over $1.4 million in cash and diamonds from the Soviets. But it wasn't just about the money. Hanssen's actions reveal a man desperate for validation and recognition, even if it meant betraying his own country. By the late 1990s, the FBI began to suspect there was a mole within their ranks. A secret investigation, codenamed Gray Suit, was launched to uncover the traitor. In a twist of fate, Hanssen's downfall came from his own arrogance. The FBI began surveilling Hanssen in 2000 after he was identified from a fingerprint and from a tape recording supplied by a disgruntled Russian intelligence operative. In January 2001, he was reassigned to FBI headquarters, where he could be more closely monitored. By this time, 300 agents were already working on the case, according to the FBI. In February 2001, Hanssen was caught red-handed. He had left a package of classified documents at a dead drop location in Foxstone Park in Virginia. The FBI had been watching, and this time, there was no escape. Hanssen was arrested on February 18, 2001. Just 2 days after his 25th anniversary with the FBI. He later pleaded guilty to 15 counts of espionage and was sentenced to life in prison without parole. On Monday, June 5, 2023, at approximately 6:55 a.m., inmate Robbert Hanssen was found unresponsive at the United States Penitentiary, USP, Florence Admax in Florence, Colorado, a release from the Federal Bureau of Prisons said. Responding staff immediately initiated life-saving measures. Staff requested emergency medical services, EMS, and life-saving efforts continued. Mr. Hanssen was subsequently pronounced deceased by EMS personnel, the release said. Mr. Hanssen led a double life in more ways than one. An active member of the Roman Catholic lay organization Opus Dei, he presented himself as a religious and committed anti-communist conservative. But according to reports, he also visited strip clubs and engaged in what was said to be a secret but non-sexual relationship with an exotic dancer whom he plied with gifts and took on an FBI trip to Hong Kong. Mr. Hanssen was also the subject of multiple books and films, including a television movie in 2002 in which he was played by William Hurt and a full-screen movie called Breach in 2007, in which he was played by Chris Cooper. The Hanssen case exposed glaring weaknesses in the FBI's internal security. It led to significant reforms, including stricter background checks, enhanced surveillance of employees, and the establishment of counterintelligence programs designed to detect insider threats. But perhaps the most chilling aspect of Hanssen's story is how one man's betrayal can ripple through history. His actions compromised national security, cost lives, and shook the FBI to its core. Thank you for watching. If you found this story compelling, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into history's most intriguing stories.